So, now that I'm done with this mostly awesome game, I want to talk about it a little bit. So let's talk performance, gameplay, story. I'm gonna keep this review spoiler free until obviously the last part when I'll be talking about the story, and I will give you guys a warning before I do any spoilers. So let's get performance out of the way. That is not a category that you usually talk about when you do a game review, but unfortunately this game has got some issues. I heard people talk about this stuff as soon as the game came out, and I have experienced this myself. Now, I don't have the craziest hardware on the market, but it's pretty good. Like, I run most games in high settings, ultra settings, no problems. And this game gets glitchy. Yeah, but it's not a deal breaker. You know, it gets a little glitchy sometimes. It's okay, I can take it. I mean, some people are less forgiving about this stuff than me. I'm okay, I'm not gonna hold it too much against this game. It's a little stain on the game's reputation, but it's playable. Okay, it's not in the level where the game is unplayable. So you guys need some good hardware to run this game, but it's mostly okay. Next, we have gameplay. The gameplay, I can really give it 10 out of 10. The gameplay is awesome. I got no complaints about the gameplay. Let's talk about it a little bit. So this is a sequel, and this game gives you what you would expect to get from a sequel. So you begin with Cal already having all the abilities he had at the end of the first game. And then throughout the game you acquire new abilities. So the game develops as a sequel correctly. That's what a sequel is supposed to do from that perspective. Another thing that I can add about the gameplay is they have added a lot of exploration. There is an actual pretty big map of the main planet. Now, what I've said about the previous game that I really liked is that the overall difficulty level of the game was absolutely perfect. I love it. This is exactly what I want from a game. Most of the time you're just having fun, you know, running through your path, going through all sorts of soldiers, having fun, having a good time, solving those puzzles, and then throughout the game you have like, I don't know, 6, 7, whatever, 8 really difficult bosses that you need to practice and learn their moves and you know, try again and again until you get it right, until you finally manage to defeat them. This is the correct difficulty level. You provide the player with the correct difficulty level. Good going, EA. Keep it up. The gameplay of this game gets 10 out of 10. Really. Great gameplay. Got no complaints about the gameplay. Okay, so now let's talk about the story. Before I get to the spoilers part, first of all, I'm just gonna say that the story is good. Okay, the story is good. That's what I can say without doing spoilers. And from this point on, this is your spoiler alert, guys. If you don't like spoilers, and I hate spoilers, stop listening for the next few minutes. The story is good. What I didn't like is they didn't handle the bold character as well as they could have. I mean, it was good, it was nice, the betrayal. Now, I don't know if you guys have been following my videos, but I've actually predicted a lot of the stuff that happened throughout the story. So I guess one of my only critiques of the story is that it was maybe a little predictable. And also, I don't think that they handled the bold character as well as they could have. Now, I think that they could have done just a few things differently that would have made it better, would have made him a better quality villain, you know, a villain that is more gray, has a little more, you know, conflict, that kind of forces you to get into his shoes and understand the hard choices that he had to make. But instead they sort of just made him an asshole, which is, you know, kind of easy. That's the easy thing to do. He knew that he couldn't run forever. That was his explanation with his daughter. So he betrayed everyone and told the Empire where the Jedi archive was and freaking got everyone killed. I mean, it would have been enough if the Empire would have his daughter, like they would actually kidnap his daughter and held her and use her to threaten him, to make his character a little more what I'm talking about, you know, a more gray villain with hard decisions to make. But again, they sort of just chose to make him a regular old asshole. But okay, we won't hold that too much against them. Again, generally speaking, the story is good. It had enough meat on it, enough depth to enjoy and to be sucked into. And those are my thoughts about the story. I'm gonna give the story of the game an 8.5. So, to summarize this review, I'm going to give this game a 9. This is what this game deserves, okay? This is a 9. Awesome game. I had a lot of fun playing it, okay? It's just a fun game. I really recommend this game, you guys. I really recommend both games. Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Really awesome pair of games. I don't know if they're gonna make a third one. They probably will. I think it's been a pretty successful game. So that's it, you guys. That was my review of Jedi Survivor. I hope you guys liked it. If you have anything to add, you can write it down in the comment section. Like this video, share this video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.